So not only do we have rumors whirling about of the return of Leman Russ, which I talked about a few days ago, of, you know, the Space Wolves are getting a lot of updates and what have you, and they're basically getting like more and more news coming out, and it is being all but said that Leman Russ is probably coming back. We already knew Fulgrim and the Emperor's Children were going to get a new redo at the Legion, but there is now another Primarch that may be returning, or is it two? We don't know. Yeah, so for those who don't know, it was basically revealed that it looks like Alpharius or Omegon and Omegon are coming back. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was not expecting Alpharius to make a return. So we have one Loyalist Primarch, one Traitor Primarch, and two Loyalists or Traitor that are pretending to be Loyalists that are really Traitor Primarchs that are really Loyalists, whatever. I could go on and on with the Alpha Legion memes, you know, back and forth. I could constantly do more and more Alpha Legion memes if so needed. But yeah, so let's talk a bit about the Alpha Legion memes. So, what was I gonna say? Not the memes. Sorry, I got a headache. Let's talk about the possible return of Alpharius and/or Omegon to Warhammer 40k, because God knows we need more Primarchs returning. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, so as I said before, I wasn't the biggest Leman Russ fan. Seeing him return was not really something I was interested in, because I was like, well, it just, like, of all the Loyalist Primarchs, not Jagatai or Vulcan or hell, even Corvus Corax, but whatever. And it doesn't even feel like GW starting to hide. They can't even hide their bias anymore on, you know, Primarchs, because they know Primarchs sell, and I hate to say it, but yeah, I know Primarchs sell. They are, you know, they sell like hotcakes. So I kind of figured that was going to be the case, that they were going to go overboard with both Loyalist and Chaos Primarchs constantly returning. So, but to see Alpharius be the next one, yeah, that was something I was not expecting, but I should have seen coming. Like, I should have seen coming, because they did have the Alpha Legion's book, Harrowmaster, which I do own. I do have that, and it did talk about, like, where the Alpharius' spear and where the Alpha Legion are currently in the Warhammer continuity. So, the big thing is, within the Warhammer canon, is that, for the Alpha Legion right now, they're kind of all separated into little sects. And one guy named Solomon, who now owns Alpharius' spear, is now given the title of Harrowmaster and is trying to, like, unite all the Alpha Legion members together. Remember, the Alpha Legion, out of every other Chaos Legion, has basically been the only ones out there fighting that they didn't retreat to the Warp. They were the only Traitor Legion who basically were like, yeah, we're just going to stay out here and keep fighting, you know, and keep fighting the Imperium. And a lot of their older members are dead. A lot of them don't even remember if Alpharius is real or not. For them, it's not like with the other Chaos Legions, where they are basically like, yeah, we know our Primarch's alive, we know they're out there, and we know what the Horus Heresy was, because time dilates differently when they retreat into the Warp. The Alpha Legion don't have that. A vast majority of their Legionnaires are essentially just broken up little groups and cults. Some of them don't worship Chaos, some of them just fight the Imperium, some of them do worship Chaos, and some of them do wear the face of Alpharius. In fact, there's a scene in Harrowmaster where one guy takes his helmet off and reveals his face to look exactly like Alpharius, and he announces, "I am Alpharius." And everyone just goes nuts in the crowd, like, no, you're not. This is this is a cheap imitation. Some are just laughing hysterically. And then Solomon basically, like, quiets everyone down and goes, you know, it's well within your right to, you know, wear the face of our progenitor, but know this, that doesn't give you any power over the rest of us. So there are others in the Alpha Legion who do practice wearing the face of Alpharius, because through genetic through facial manipulation. Or you could just say maybe that was maybe one of them is really Alpharius, and he's been hiding. Now, as we know, Alpharius, or Omegon, I'm going to keep doing that a lot in this video, Alpharius, or Omegon, was killed by Rogel Dorn in that fight during the Horus Heresy. We didn't know which one, so it could be that Rogel killed Omegon, or he slew Alpharius, and Omegon is the one who was returned, or, you know, Alpharius is dead, and now Omegon is back pretending to be Alpharius. You see how fucking annoying this is? Like, you see how, like, obnoxious this shit can get sometimes? Don't get it twisted. Like, I do like the idea of, like, the Alpha Legion coming back. I really do like the idea of the Alpha Legion making a the big return, because I think out of all of the, traitor legions, I think they were getting left behind in the dark, along with the a lot of the traitor legions were kind of like falling in the background, and the ones who were really getting the most spotlight were the World Eaters and the Black Legion. But it's cool to see the Emperor's Children getting a new update, and I think the Word Bearers will be close behind, because I guarantee you Lorgar is going to be the next one that's going to make a big return for the Traitor Primarchs. Maybe that will signal also Corvus Corax coming back, because God knows, God knows the Raven Guard need an update, right, guys? Like, God knows the Raven Guard have done two things: Jack and shit, and Jack got the fuck out of town. So the idea of having Alpharius return, or Omegon, or even having both, I fucking hate this. Like, I hate doing maybe it's Alpharius, maybe it's Omegon, maybe it's both, maybe it's none. That's just the Alpha Legion in general. Like, that's just the Alpha Legion in general. But yeah, it does look like they were teasing by showing Alpharius' spear, which again is with the Alpha Legion now. Like, that showcases them, and they have talked a lot about updating the Alpha Legion minis. So it does look like it could be in succession, where Fulgrim comes first, then I guess Lehman, then Alpharius, or it could be 2 traitors, 1 loyalist. There you go. So the next time they do this, we'll have I imagine, like, hell probably goes like Lorgar is the next to come back for Traitor Legion. Then, it'll probably be, like, Vulcan or Jagatai next, because, again, I don't know why they hate the Raven Guard so much. So, it could easily be that. Yeah, so, like I said, it could be that they're probably introducing, those, more and more of the Loyalist Primarchs. I would imagine, like, after Lorgar, it would make sense, because Lorgar and Corax are now, like, because Corax said, like, I got your scent, I'm going to follow you wherever you go. So, it would have to be Corvus Corax, right? But no, it'd probably be Jagatai or Vulcan for the next Loyalist Primarchs. And then we'll probably, because you know and I know, I think we can all agree that we're all building towards, the Horus Heresy 2.0. That's what we're all building to, right? I just swear to God, do not bring back Horus or Sanguinius. Don't bring either of those back. Don't bring Ferris back. Yeah, because that just takes away everything that was all the sacrifices of the Horus Heresy. If you brought Sanguinius back, that just kills anything. It's just like a comic book. What happened to the grim darkness of 40K, right? So, like, that's what I'm saying, is, like, if I genuinely do not want of any of them to come back, Horus and Sanguinius. Those are the only, like, I'm okay with everyone else coming back. You've left enough room to bring Rogel, Lorgar, everyone else. Bring them back. Like, it's cool. The Demon Primarchs are demons, you can't kill them, and you left it up into interpretation for everyone outside of Ferris and Sanguinius. Because if you brought back, again, I'll reply to Horus, because then the Emperor's sacrifice meant fuck all. And then it's the same thing with Sanguinius, where his death meant fuck all if you're just going to bring him back. That whole feeling of that sacrifice. And what's the point of caring about all these characters if you're just going to bring them back? That is a problem I have with the Demon Primarchs. because you can just keep killing them, but at the same time, it also takes away the whole feeling that the Imperium is in dire straits. It's in stagnation. So, yeah, and also it plays favoritism for the Imperium over the other races. What happened to giving equal balance to everyone else that isn't an Imperium and Chaos? You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool that Alpharius, whatever. I'm just saying Alpharius. Fuck it. But at the same time, it leaves that whole thing of, if everyone can just come back from the dead, why fucking bother, right? Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Alpharius and or Omegon coming back to Warhammer 40k? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.